So in this Elden Ring video, I'm going to be showing you where you can invade white-faced Varre's world and what happens if you defeat him in his world. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. First off, you're going to have to go through his questline up until you receive the Pure Blood Knight's medal, and then you're going to have to use it to travel to Mohgwyn. After that, you'll have to defeat a nameless white mask invader 3 different times. Doing this will reward you with what white-faced Varre wears. But yeah, after all of that, you'll be able to invade his world. If you don't know how to start and get through his quest up until this part, feel free to check the video in the description. I recently made a step-by-step guide over his whole quest line until this part. I also showed how to do one of the best rune farms in the game at this area. But yeah, I had no idea that there was even more to the quest. I thought I covered everything, but turns out there is. After you get done getting his armor sets by taking out the nameless white mask invader at Mohgwyn 3 different times, you'll be able to find something where you'll be able to invade white-faced Varre's world. I figured I'd cover this since I didn't in the previous video, just in case some of you didn't know about this as well. And by the way, if you are curious about that video where I cover his questline and the best rune farm, a link to it will be in the description for your convenience. Feel free to check it out sometime, because I'm not going to be covering all of that in this video. Just going to be showing how to invade his world after we get that far in his questline. So yeah, starting from where we teleport in at, from using the Pure Blood Knight's medal, we just want to head up these stairs, and then up here past this site of grace, we just want to head right and continue heading up. Now we're going to be encountering a bunch of zombies. These are pretty easy to avoid. I mean, you can take them on if you want, but for the sake of this video's time, I'm just going to be running past a lot of things. But yeah, eventually up here, we're going to be coming across this gooey blood glob thing. I don't know what to call this. Here, it may seem like a roadblock, and you'd have to take it on, but you can just simply bypass this as well by coming over here and jumping over it. And yeah, up here, past a few more zombies, we're going to be entering into a very dark area. So I recommend using some kind of light, a torch, a spell, whatever you got. I mean, it's not necessary, but it definitely helps out navigating through here. And here, you just want to head left when you first enter, head up this way, and then head right, and head this way. Oh, my spell ran out. Yeah, you'll be able to see the exit from afar when you get up here. Just head outside by going up here. And when you first exit outside, you'll find a site of grace. This site of grace is right before Mohg, the Lord of Blood, boss fight that can happen here. But we don't have to take him on to be able to invade white-faced Varre's world. We just have to be far enough in his questline. Which, by the way, for reference, this site of grace will be located right here at Mohgwyn. As you can see, it's called the Dynasty Mausoleum Midpoint. Right around here is where we get teleported in at from the Pure Blood's Knight medal. And then, yeah, we headed up this way, past this site of grace, and made our way to this waypoint here. The boss fight is nearby, right here. It's actually right up the staircase, and yeah, you'll just have to go up a lift. But that's not what this video is about. But yeah, around this site of grace, if we backtrack through the ruins here, there will be something red glowing on the ground. And this will actually allow us to invade his world, as you can see. So yeah, let's go ahead and choose to do that. And yeah, you'll spawn in his world in this area. Here's actually what he says when you first encounter him in here.
You seek violence, heedless of my warning, though you have been raised to a knight of the dynasty. I am pained to the very depths of my being. I'll ensure you regret this, my lambkin. Enjoy your miserable death.
So yeah, he's disappointed in our actions. He can be kind of a tricky opponent to take on. He dodges quite a bit, and he will heal himself. And he has this annoying attack that gives blood loss, as you can see. But yeah, here's what happens when you defeat him.
Why must I be disgraced by this low?
So yeah, He will be pretty disappointed also when we actually defeat him, and will be rewarded a Rune Arc as well as a Furl Calling Finger Remedy. But that's not the end yet. After defeating him and returning back to your world, you will find him on the ground here in the ruins around where we invaded him at. And here's what he says when we go to talk to him.
Oh, luminary Mohg, please grant the strength you promised. I have given everything. Please, my lord. Please, answer me, luminary Mohg. Bless the Mohgwyn Dynasty with love.
So yeah, those were his final words, and when he dies, he'll have this that you can loot. You'll be able to pick up his unique weapon. Also, there will be 6 Festering Bloody Fingers too. His weapon will require 8 Strength, 16 Dexterity, and 24 Arcane. This is a great weapon to use if you have a blood loss type build. As you can see, the passive effects on it causes blood loss buildup. Actually, if you go to inspect this weapon, we can learn a little bit more about it. As you can see, it reads, a steel mace resembling a charming bouquet of roses. Each petal has a sharpened edge, leaving the roses perpetually colored with blood. The weapon reflects White Mask Varre's manner of speech rather well, enticing in its splendor, but full of deadly consequence. It also talks about the skill on it. As you can see, it's called Blood Tax, and the description for it reads, Blood Oath skill granted by the Lord of Blood. Twist to build power, then unleash a flurry of thrusts that rob the target of both their blood and their HP. And by the way, I know I mentioned it before, but the Lord of Blood is the boss fight here. And I will mention his armor set is great if you're going for a blood loss type build. It actually goes hand in hand with his weapon. As you see, specifically the mask works with blood loss. If you go to inspect it, the description for it reads, blood-stained, faintly grinning white mask worn by war surgeons who were effectively mercy killers. The Lord of Blood's curse enlivens the wearer when bloodletting occurs. Slightly raises attack power when there is blood loss nearby. And apparently this gives a 10% increase. So, yeah. Goes hand in hand with blood loss type builds. Thought I'd mention this. I cover how to get his armor set in the previous video where I go over his quest line and the best room farm. Which, by the way, once again, that will be in the description if you are needing some help. But yeah, I guess I'll start wrapping up this Elden Ring video. Hope you all found this enjoyable. If you did, consider taking a little bit of your time and leaving a like on it. The support is greatly appreciated. Just leaving a reminder here in the end. I'm out of here though. As always, thanks for taking the time, watching and listening. Until next time, peace.